You're listening to Cool FM. Cool FM is a TVH Group of Networks radio station. Tondo's greatest hits are here. You are listening to Cool FM. Live from Cool Studios. This is koolNews Primetime.
Good evening and welcome to koolNews Primetime. I'm Carlo.
And I'm Geometric Tomato broadcasting live from the Cool FM studio complex. In today's headlines, Cheat TV is now shutting down after Sinclair Broadcasting sells all of its assets. This comes as a result of Sinclair divesting its only Filipino network. Many of its stations in the Philippines are owned by Cheat TV. Cheat TV has been number one in the ratings when it comes to many people in the rural areas, especially in Visayas and Mindanao, and especially saddened. People are saddened, including Imogen as well as Beanie member Maloy, who's expressed deep regret because of the shutdown of Cheat TV broadcasting. Cheat TV will be soon to be sold by a third party. In this case, it was reported that it's either or Allied Communications or Hydra that would buy up the stakes. That is the first headline. That is the first satire headline for today. This is Geo News. And now we'll give on for more Geo News. Meanwhile, Beanie members are now shocked to see they are shocked to see Blue Wave's house filled with pictures of Beanie member Mika. As seen by a picture sent by Geometric Tomato, member of the Lamau SMP server. As you can see, there are many pictures of Beanie member Mika in the house of Blue Wave. Blue Wave has neither commented about the situation. And now let's go with the very serious news. Back to you, Asphere.
Thank you, Geometric Tomato. As we begin with the actual happenings, the camp of former Babang Tarlac Mayor Alice Guo asked the Department of Justice to dismiss the qualified human trafficking complaint against her. According to Guo, the complainants failed to establish her connection to human trafficking in Pampanga, since the only evidence of her supposed involvement were mere electric bills and documents of Bofu Land Development Incorporated. Guo is said to be the president of Bofu, which compound located just behind the Pampanga Municipal Hall was host to the raided Philippine offshore gaming operator, or shortened as POGO, last March. The allegations against me are being exploited by individuals who are more interested in leveraging this issue for their own political ambitions and enhancing their public image rather than seeking the truth. The ousted mayor asserted in a motion with an attached counter affidavit she filed with the DOJ on Friday. Guo, through her counsel, submitted to the DOJ a motion to reopen the preliminary investigation of her human trafficking case and admit her attached counter affidavit. She filed it in support of my prayer for the dismissal of the complaint. Clearly, it is unjust to accuse me of committing human trafficking simply because I am a mayor. My position should not be used as a basis for unfounded allegations, especially when there is no credible evidence to support such claims, she also said. The Philippine National Police Criminal Investigation and Detection Group, CIDG, and Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission, AOCC, filed a non-bailable offense of qualified human trafficking against Guo and others before the DOJ on June 21. In an abashed interview also on Friday, Justice Undersecretary and Interagency Council Against Trafficking Chairperson Nicholas T.Y. said Guo's counter affidavit should have been submitted personally by her. Our rule is that people who want to file an affidavit with the PI must personally go and swear in front of the fiscal, but as for us, I'll just give that to the prosecutor panel whether or not they will accept Guo's counter affidavit, T.Y. told the reporters. The preliminary investigation PI of Mayor Alice Guo continues. The prosecutors told me that Mayor Guo filed her motion to omit, which has an attached counter affidavit, said TY. Apart from that, the other respondents who have not filed their counter affidavits, like Mr. Dennis Kunanan, have now filed their counter affidavits. Then, our complainants, the CITG and the PAOCC, have requested time to apply for their affidavits, he added.
Meanwhile, laundry detergent brand aids 13,000 families recover after Super Typhoon Karina with free wash services. When Super Typhoon Karina hit the Philippines, many areas in the Greater Manila area were submerged in heavy flood water. Grace Roma- Grace Romando was one of the many Filipinos who had to be rescued in Tondo, Manila during the onslaught of the typhoon. He recounted how they couldn't leave their house because the flooding was was so severe, describing it describing it as being higher than a person's height, with water levels that reach well above their heads. This was a common sight in many areas in Greater Metro Manila as Super Typhoon Karina brought on torrential rains and strong winds to different parts of the Philippines, forcing thousands of Filipinos to evacuate their homes because of the rising floods. As a result, many experiences power outages, water disruptions, and mild to severe damages in their homes due to the calamity. This week, about 4.8 million individuals were affected, with 108,000 people still in evacuation centers as of this week. In aid to restoring normalcy in the lives of affected families, Procter& Gamble's brand Ariel launched the Cycles of Care community program to provide relief by offering free laundry services to those affected by the super typhoon. In partnership with Save 5 Laundromat and Beko washing machine brand, the multi-day event served over 13,000 families who needed clean clothes, beddings, and blankets for their homes. Though Ariel's Cycles of Care free laundry services were through Ariel's cycles of care free laundry services, we are helping affected families restore normalcy in their lives and homes by providing access to clean clothes and beddings that were stained and muddy because of the floods. This is especially needed to those who without access to clean water and electricity after the typhoon. Ariel laundry detergent is great at stain removal and is a trusted laundry detergent for washing machines, said Ralph Morales, Ariel Philippines brand director. Ariel Philippines collaborated with Save 5 Laundromat to activate 100 Save 5 branches in this relief program. This partnership recorded over 27,000 washing machine cycles and over 216 kilograms of stained, soiled, and muddied clothes washed and cleaned using Ariel. Beko also provided machines that were used for the free laundry services in Barangay Tumana, Marikina City. This community is one of the more heavily flooded areas in the city due to the overflowing of Marikina River. PNG also stepped up as a good force for good in the community by donating its trusted health and hygiene products such as shampoo, soap, and diapers to affected cities, barangays, and evacuation centers. Those donations were facilitated through collaborations with the government and non-government organizations such as the Department of Trade and Industry, the Philippine Red Cross, Manila Water Foundation, World Vision Philippines, and the GMA Kapuso Foundation. Meanwhile, everyone, we also have some news today about the cybercrime charges filed by against six Chinese in Pampanga. Cybercrime charges were filed against six Chinese nationals apprehended during a raid in Angeles City, Pampanga, as the NBI said. The NBI said that the six Chinese identified as Zhao Zhong Wang, Zhou Feng Zhang, Ke Jingxi, Dai Lu, and Yu Ji Wang and Hong Hongzhu were charged for violation of computer-related forgery under the Republic Act 10175 or the Cybercrime Prevention Act, social engineering schemes and economic sabotage, and violation of RA 12010 or the Anti-Financial Account Scamming Act. The six were caught flagrante delicto, which is very which means sorry, the six were caught fragante delicto, which means that they are caught in the very act of committing the offense when the joint teams of the NBI Cybercrime Division and the Technical Intelligence Division serve a warrant of arrest against Zhang Xiaofeng and also a Chinese national in Angeles City on August 14th. NBI Director Jaime Santiago said his office received a letter from the Naval Intelligence and Security Group requesting assistance for the validation and service of warrant to Feng and two other Chinese nationals, Gong Xingzi and Long Xinghong. The three have outstanding warrants of arrest issued by the Parañaque City Regional Trial Court Branch 296 for alleged qualified trafficking in persons. Coming up on news at prime time, more geo news, such as more headlines about what the hell is going on in Blue Wave's house, and also on Katip's very on what the hell is he doing in Broadcast Plaza. We also have headlines by Aspire for showbiz and also sports. We'll be right back on Cool News Primetime.
It is now 9:13 in the evening.
And now for some Geo news, everyone. Okay, some breaking news. What the fuck is this new work by Mr. Hydra owner? What the fuck? 15 hours to make this glorious logo. Wow. In MS8. Wow. In MS Paint. That's amazing. Okay. And now investigations upon more pictures of Beanie Mika were found on Blue Wave's house, and it was reported that perhaps maybe the houses could be also be found in, you guessed it could be also be found in Terabi's house and S. Ethan's house in Lamau SMP. It was reported that many sources said that Blue Wave was inspired by these two to make his picture collection in his house. And lastly, everyone, we will have our last Geo news for today. Therapy is going to have his PC exploded because of the launch of Lamau Online Live. It is set to be launched next week. His computer will fucking explode in the next few days. Hopefully, this guy has his. Hopefully, he has his fire extinguisher. Alright, we'll be returning back to you, Asphere.
Alright, thank you very much, Gio. And now let's continue with the headlines. Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa, who earlier said that he was unbothered by the looming International Criminal Court ruling, said he would file for clarificatory relief before the Supreme Court should an arrest warrant against him come out. De La Rosa made the pronouncement in a virtual press conference on Friday after he was asked what legal recourse he would take if there were an arrest warrant from the ICC, specifically whether he would seek the SC's help. One, that's a remedy, and we will seek for clarificatory relief from the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court ruling will be binding to everyone, said De La Rosa. According to the senator, he cannot seek a clarificatory relief before the issuance of a warrant, otherwise the SC wouldn't have anything to clarify. Let's wait for the warrant to be issued, then we will seek for claritory relief from the Supreme Court. He said, adding that once a claritory relief has been filed, the ICC will not be able to implement its warrant. Talks about ICC warrants have resurfaced after retired Supreme Court Justice Antonio Carpio said on Tuesday night that the investigation of the ICC prosecutor into the brutal campaign against illegal drugs had reached a pivotal point. According to Carpio, the day of reckoning for former President Rodrigo Duterte and his allies is coming closer, citing reports that ICC arrest warrants will be issued sometime in September. De La Rosa was among those mentioned in the Crimes Against Humanity complaint before the ICC, being the chief implementator of Duterte's brutal and bloody drug war, dubbed as Upland Tokha. With the looming ICC warrant reportedly on the way, De La Rosa was asked whether his public appearances and activities would continue or if he would go into hiding. To which he replied, "Why would I hide?" The former top cop then insisted that ICC's warrant is not enforceable in the Philippines, citing lack of jurisdiction. I am sure if Interpol pleads with our PNP, they will decline because they know for a fact that the warrant has no jurisdiction over us, he said. And now let's get into sports, as Filipino pole vault EJ Obina had a brief but special homecoming in the Philippines after his second Olympic stunt in Paris. At the conclusion of all of Team Philippines homecoming events this week, Obina had time to process everything and showed nothing but gratitude. It's been said, you never recognize the greatest moments in life until they're in your rear view mirror, and it's true. As I am en route back to Italy and training, I have come to realize just now how special the last 24 hours being at home in the Philippines has been, wrote the world number 3 ranked Paul Volter. Obina was part of the Philippine delegation that was met with a warm welcome at Villamor Air Base, then was received at Malacanan Palace on the same day. From such a wonderfully warm reception at Malacanan, to great conversation in flight and on the bus rides with the other athletes, to quickly visiting my alma mater, to meeting many of my fellow countrymen What a special time that will forever be etched in my memories. Thank you. Albina, who has put the Philippines on the map in the sport of vault, being in the top 10 of the world rankings the last few years, marveled on what he considers as the golden era of Philippine sports. I have to say what's best of all is that is the fact that this is clearly the golden era of Philippine sports, and we are all witnesses to it. It took 97 years for Ate Heidelin Diaz to win our first gold medal, and 3 years later, Carlos Yulo wins too. Just wow! What a great time for our nation's sports! Albina, though, couldn't extend his stay enough to join the Philippines Heroes welcoming parade on Wednesday, as he had to continue his training with a competition looming in the coming days. He is now back in Formia, Italy, and will be competing in the Lucerne Diamond League next week. I am sorry I wasn't in the parade, but as you know, my season's not over, and there are upcoming competitions that I'll compete in starting in 6 days. Albina was a heavy favorite to land on the podium in Paris, but was unable to notch a medal beyond Mondo Duplantis, Sam Kendricks, and Emmanuel Caralis, who had gold, silver, and bronze respectively. He has since signified his intention to continue training and possibly compete in the Los Angeles Olympics in 2028. Meanwhile, were members of the Team Philippines from the Paris Olympics 2024 not present during the homecoming activities in Manila, including the gymnastics trio of Emma Palabuyo, Alia Finnegan, and Lavi Jun Vivar. The three female gymnasts didn't fly home to the Philippines after the Paris Olympics, prompting some fans to ask about their whereabouts. Both Malabuyo and Finnegan said they weren't informed about the homecoming events, including the Heroes Parade. Jun Rui Vivar, meanwhile, was still in France. We weren't informed about it, so we didn't make it, said Finnegan, replying to a comment mentioning the parade set for the Filipino Olympians. I wanted to go, but they didn't tell me about it, also said Malabuyo in response to a separate comment. Philippine Olympic Committee Secretary General Attorney Wharton Chan, though, said that all athletes were invited through their designated national sports associations. For sure, all the athletes were invited. How did EJ Albina, John Cabang, Lauren Hoffman, and Sam Kantantan all get here? All of them were invited through their NSAs, said Chan in Filipino in a message to Inquirer Sports. Gymnastics Association of the Philippines President Sandia Carion also shed light on the situation on Wednesday after the Heroes Parade for Team Philippines, where the country's golden boy Carlos Yulo was met with overwhelming support. Carion said the trifecta of Philippine gymnastics were notified of the event but couldn't make it without citing specific reasons why. They're in the US, but they're coming by the end of August. Yes, they knew, but they couldn't make it, said the GAP president. As of Friday, Malabuyo updated via her TikTok that she is currently in Manila, even having the company of Carlos Yulo's younger brother, Aldrew. Finnegan, meanwhile, is currently en route to the Philippines. And now, as I'm going to get the showbiz headlines, Gio, do you have any more headlines?
And now for your final headline for tonight. It's something, and I would like to tell you guys this, but ladies and gentlemen, the news that you heard from the Geo News is correct. Lamao Online Live returns starting Monday, and not Monday, but sometime soon, and hopefully many things will happen soon and later. It was announced in My Tulugan that Lamao Online Live will return with its new shows as well as the return of several ones. This will be the new format, as well as your regular entertainment channels. This will be the new home of Lamao of your one and only mga joggers and testigo live streams. Lamao Online Live is said to be available in TVH and Scotchy Productions YouTube channel.
And now for the final entertainment news, Marisol Soriano has proven herself to be a pillar in Philippine television and cinema. At almost 60, the veteran actress doesn't see herself saying goodbye to acting, as she still aims to educate people, especially the youth, with the roles she takes on, specifically in her latest project, Lavender Fields. During the recent media junket, the Diamond Star entertained some questions from the press, including what lesson she wants the audience to get from her portrayal of Esther Fields in the said Revenge series. I hope they always keep their mothers, their parents. That's important because it's very difficult to lose a parent. This is not just words. This is from my experience. When I lost my mommy, it was like I didn't want to live anymore, she said. Soriano, who started working at age 6, credits her mother as a big contributor to her success as an actress. She's my rock. It's been 15 years since she died, but I still can't believe it. She is the reason why I'm here and why I'm doing this. The reason why I need to be okay is my mommy. It's all about because of my mother. So you guys will regret the day you did not obey your parents. Her continued the Diamond Star, who took a long break from acting when her mother died. The Wait, I'm not done. The Sorana star and the show that her two sons were the reason why she changed for the better as a person and celebrity. I said, are you going to stay like this? As a snow queen? As the way you are? The idea is negative for me. I'm pitying my children. I thought about my boys. Oh, your mother, she's there again. She's fighting again. So I changed for them. She shared. The award-winning actress also admitted that she gets conscious every time she has to say to anyone that she's turning 16 early next year, saying, I get conscious when I say I'm going to turn 16. I rather get shy. Despite nearing what they say is the retirement age, Sereno is not one to bid showbiz farewell. I can't say goodbye to my work that helped me support my family. Maybe I can use what Ancoria Romero says, as long as you want me, I am here. When asked if she's ready to develop despite her age, Soriano got candid by saying that some men easily back down when trying to pursue her. Nonetheless, despite being a multi-awarded and well-celebrated actress, Soriano believes that titles and achievements are just temporary. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it for koolNews Farm Talk.
Before we end, we will have our word of tonight, the final word tonight. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning, said by Albert Einstein. And this concludes Cool News Prime Time this August 16, 2024. Now I would like to do a little announcement, and this is going to be a shocker for many. And although you may not see me often in this newscast, starting today, every Friday and Saturday, I will be coming to your Cool News Prime Time starting next week. So every Friday and Saturday, you may hear me on the air. And this concludes your Cool News Prime Time this August 16th. Thank you very much. Geometric Tomato along with Cairo. Thank you very much. Coming up next is Talk with Sen. Right here, right now, from the station that cares for you. See you tonight. Good night.
Good night, everybody.